People who are locked on online. Good morning to you. All right. So, for the benefit of those who just joining us for the first time, here is her story. Left her mother's home to get married to a gentleman for 5 years. The man had absolutely nothing. Didn't even have a proper place for them to stay. So they went to this building. They called it a home. It was kind of abandoned because he didn't have anything. They didn't have anything. Married for 5 years, after a while, things turned really sour. Arguments, negative comments, the verbal abuse, no physical abuse. He eventually asked for a divorce. Now they're going through a divorce. At the end of every month, there's a sum of money that is to be paid by both parties to the lawyers. All right? She moved back to live with her mother. Apparently, the gentleman has been calling her all sorts of negative names, taking her name on the street and saying all manner of evil against her. According to her friend, even before the court, has been lying about what has been happening between the two of them. The female in the story, very distressed, very scared because he's going as far as threatening to take her life, going and looking for her, telling her that he is going to hurt her for whatever reason. Scared for her life, she goes to the police, she files a report. When they try to call him, he doesn't answer. Asks for a restraining order and she refused. She was refused to be given a restraining order by the authorities. What they told her instead was that they should get counseling. But she doesn't want that because she is fed up. He wants a divorce. He even has another woman. All throughout their relationship, he was even looking at other women and saying what he wanted to do to those women while he had his wife at home. Left her mother's house, a nice comfortable house, to go live with a man she loved. Got married to for 5 years. They stayed to the house. Nobody would want to live there, but she went because she loved him. Even went as far as him disrespecting her in her mother's house, having to be put out. Now she's afraid to even go outside. Afraid to live. Because she feels that whatever he says, he's actually going to do it. She's fearful for her life. Let us get some responses coming in on the WhatsApp, right? Let's read out the first voice notes there. Read out the voice notes. Play the voice notes.
Morning, Crystal.
Good morning.
What's going on? You see, for me, marriage is a serious thing. You understand? Marriage ain't no joke.
No, it's not.
And if you're married to somebody, it's why you make a commitment. It's either you live with it or don't marry it. But what I'm saying, if she's not happy, all she needs to do is move out.
She moved out already.
In a case like that, I think she needs to go out the country.
I agree.
So if you go out the country, you're not going to see how to check no one or nothing. It's going to be better like that. Because for me, boy, married is very serious. For me, married, I'm going to get kudux, you have to take the kudux and live with it. That's a commitment we make. So you thought you got to live with it. So if she can't make it, better she just go out the country. It's going to be better that way.
Mm-hmm. You see, the unfortunate thing is she married to a liquor boy. Not even a boy, liquor boy. You know, there are some boys who are more mature than this gentleman here, than this. What to say? He's not a man. I don't want to disgrace the term boy. What to say? This person. There are some boys who are more mature than this person here. Because no man, like I said before, would disrespect a woman, would threaten her to take her life, and then go before the court and lie on the woman. Somebody was trying to call. Call me back. Some more voice notes. I like this one here.
Good morning, Crystal.
Good morning.
Now, this is why I love my brothers. I love my brothers. They're loving to me, they're kind to me, and they're very protective of me. So, I would like to see the fool who would want to try these sort of nonsense. And before I even let my brothers come into all of this, I believe in handling a situation before it handles you. So she needs to handle her situation. She may be a bit timid, so she can either, one, choose to run away from the situation, or she can stand up and fight. She might not be able to fight physically, but you have to learn ways to protect yourself. You have to learn how to be mindful of your surroundings. You just have to be on your guard, on your P's and your Q's. But at the same time, persons who um, persons who continue to intimidate people continue to do that when they believe that they're being successful. So, is it a case where he's successfully intimidating her? Well, in that case, my darling, you need to take matters into your own hand. And I don't need to tell you how.
Some more responses coming in on the WhatsApp. If you want to hit us up, 4301043, all right? She was asking for some advice. And if you heard her speak on the phone, extremely frustrated, extremely fearful, almost sounded as if she was on the verge of tears, just recounting some of the incidents. What should she do?
Good morning, Crystal. I want to send out greetings.
Okay, wait. I thought that was one of the things, man. Come on, man. Don't know me now, man. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Crystal.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, this woman. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
These men are cowards. I don't know what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
They want to live them life and still woman cannot move on with their life.
Tell me about it.
I don't know. I mean, this woman are leave sentence and go away.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't understand why we have to scare for our life when we tell ourselves we in love. They will love me today and tomorrow they want to take our life from us.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because they can't get what they want.
Because they're living them life and we cannot live, we cannot move on with our lives. Why?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good question.
They love we and they want 100 other women with we and we cannot take another man. Anyhow we do that, they want to take our life from us.
Mm-hmm.
Why they taking away our goal from us too?
Mm-hmm. And they want to have theirs, eh?
Mm-hmm. I can't understand these men, them are cowards. They're cowards and they have weak heart and weak mind. Because they know why them to licorice and greedy and bad mind. It's bad mind they have, that's why. When it's time Paragal, go deal with them and don't think everything done, in not done yet, you not done.
Mm-hmm.
I advise this woman to leave this island and go away.
Mm-hmm.
If she want peace, because if he check in for kill she, I wouldn't like you to take his whole life. Just leave.
All right.
Leave this coward man and go your way in peace.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much. If you want to join the discussion live on air, 4571043. Remember, no name, no warrant. Somebody says them kind of man a dotish man. Y'all still calling them men? Please. For the actual set of men that respects women, that know how to love and care for a woman, the real men out there do not attach this kind of worthless behavior to the term man. He is not a man. No way, no form. Maybe physically, you have the anatomy of a male human being. But I will never call you a man. Don't do that to the other good men out there. Don't drain on their parade. Another response here coming in via voice note. Well, it's loading now. All right, let we go. Jeez.
Crystal, good morning.
Good morning.
In this situation, right, it's like you don't listen to what people say. You need to listen to your own mind and right, and what is best for your safety. For me, once you file for divorce, right, there's a stipulation in the divorce for a stay away order. Right, there's a stipulation. Right, so the husband cannot able to come close or come to the house or whatsoever. Right, you gotta be a certain away from you, a certain feet away from you, 500 feet or maybe 100 feet away from you. Secondly, you move to a different state or a different village, right?
Because she moved out.
You know, maybe a village or two or whatever. So different two state away from you know, right? Because why? Some people when they're going through a divorce, some are women when we're going through a divorce, we can't take the pressure of that itself. Of losing, you know, we want to do what we want to do, but we can't take the pressure of you know the woman that is leaving. Because some of us want our cake and eat it too. So I will advise she is to, you know, put in for the divorce, this dissolution of marriage, right? I do not know if I get the word correctly. Dissolution of marriage,
Divorce.
right? You know, that's the second term of you know divorce, and it have a stipulation inside at the back of it. You know. Once the clerk or the judge or what you know, whoever you know you file the divorce for, you know, read the back of it. There's a stipulation, right? And that stipulation, once you've been solved, you know, with that stipulation, it give him you know thing. And once he come close to where you live or whatsoever, you can call the police.
So, restraining order is what she asked the court for. According to her, what she was told was that they should go to counseling. So basically, even though she would have explained all of that to the court, she was told she's unable to get the restraining order and she should go ahead and seek counseling as a resolution to her problem. I understand what you're saying, but she tried that to no avail. There's another one. Some strong black women in America protect themselves. Self-defense is necessary, my dear Vincentian woman to coward. If he violates, do something to his eyes. Also, he's a clown. To be sending her threats, he deserves a slap upside his head. Tell him to go swim across Beckway. Maybe swim across the channel. Not necessary to go to Beckway and stay there. You understand? You know, go take a long, hard swim. A lot of Vincy men like that. That's what the person said. I'm reading the comment here, all right? Clowns. Hello, good morning.
Crystal, with a man, you know, saying, telling this woman to move from village to village, that wouldn't work. He don't hear the man say, check me to protect the woman life. Even if I move from here, I go Jackson, I go leave, what he gonna come and find me? Woman, don't give up. Put up a strong resistance. Anyhow you see him come getting close to you, don't give up. Don't make your life go down too easy. Anyhow you put up a fight against this coward man, they will see that some woman is just coward and we have too much a weak heart for man. The same mind they have for we, put we mind for them too. Show them that we could stand up to them. I will stand up to any one of them because I ain't giving up my life for no man just so. Because and I give me life.
True that. All right.
I give up just so.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you. A reality that many women have faced in the past. And these women are not here to speak about this. Just earlier this week, I touched on a case in America. Miami, to be exact, a 19-year-old who actually stood up for herself and said no to a gentleman who was making advances on her. Do you know what happened? She lost her life. So it seems as though, even if the woman is coward, even if the woman feels intimidated, even if the woman is brave and courageous and is able to stand up for herself, it seems as though it doesn't matter. Once you name woman, your life is at the hands and the mercy of the man. That could never be right. And that could never be fair. Never, ever. In this whole entire world, in the universe, that could never, ever be right. Somebody says on the WhatsApp, Crystal, I wonder if she don't have uncles and brothers in his family. And sorry. Crystal, I wonder if she don't have uncles and brothers and his family just as bad. He had to have that woman all the time. He asked for a divorce. Okay. Why he still harassing the woman? He move on. Some man does finish with you but still watching you. He's sick. Crystal, good morning. I won't go into any details. But someone that I am familiar with, another response here, is going through a similar situation for a while now. And the saddest part about the whole thing is that those women can't get any help from the people who are responsible for dealing with those affairs. And with all the talk we're hearing from time to time, in my opinion, the authorities here failing big time. They need to step up. One too many women out there need help to get away from these men. We do not want another situation of a man taking a woman's life because that woman was ignored either by her family, ignored by her friends, ignored by the counselors, ignored by the church, ignored by whosoever, the authorities, the court, the police. It should never, ever, ever have to get to that point. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Crystal. Me again. Quick question. Don't we have a gender affairs department in St. Vincent?
Yes, we do.
So gender affairs are appealing to you. Can you guys please intervene in this situation here? And this is not an isolated situation in St. Vincent. And that's why I always going to bring up the United Nations Security Council when all this is safety for women and children. I'm holding all you responsible for that. Because you not just tell Vincent and that, and they tell the whole entire world. And now we hear this woman here appealing, and only how we seem to be getting some kind of attention to these things, they have to come to radio or social media. It shouldn't even get this far.
Thank you.
Radio too, for us to beg for sharing.
Oh God, man.
The authorities are that we have people that are being paid to be on the gender affair board or whatever they have, and meanwhile the lady out, they have to be fearful for her life. Come on, man, we gotta do better than that. And
She
also
went
we
to
are
the
community.
court already. She go police and the man in answering the phone.
You see what I'm saying?
Can't find him when they need him.
But also we as men, the real man of them, not the waste one of them, any community. I remember when I was a youngster, when the man chop off the woman head down Likotoki and people stand up. They understand a man have a cutlass, but if he man back to Crystal, I can't be there and see no man abusing the woman just because I see my daughter in every woman. And I gonna do my best. Even if it's a stone I could felt and distract him so the woman could run. Something or the other. We have to do better than that as a community. We say we love St. Vincent, but do we love St. Vincent? This woman is the backbone of St. Vincent and Grenadine. Is this woman here. And we're allowing this woman to experience this trauma by herself times 100. We gotta do better than that. Crystal really messed me up listening to this story as God.
And really would you believe that there are more things to this story that have not been shared?
Crystal, I know that. I trust me, Crystal. My inbox was full up with a bunch of stories because I'm a person who was willing to help people. But right now, me kind of stepping back, helping wise, because people have to help themselves. It's a lot of stories that I know. I think I'm so passionate about St. Vincent and Grenadines. It's a lot of voice notes I get. It's a lot of pictures I get that I just be confidential and do spread nobody thing. Because if somebody tell me something, Crystal, and I go out and D-Max and talk about it, the person could potentially retaliate against a person, end up and kill the person. So I have to be very selective of what I do. But a lot of us just sit back and allow things to happen because it's not happening to me. Oh, the girl, the Crystal thinks she's good. That's why he man a beat him. Let me stop down louder. Nah, man, we need to stop them foolishness, Jed. It really hurt me heart and as God. I wish I could do more, but I don't know, Jed. I don't know. But the Gender Fair Authority, all you please, all you do something. The police, all you please do something. The court, all you please do something. Like I said, I remind me of the woman who gets she head blow off in St. Martin parking lot in front of she child, because that could have prevented, but that lady could have been alive if all had did all your job better. And I don't want to see it again, Jed. I don't want, I'm tired seeing them things they happen in St. Vincent, Jed. Real talk.
Yes,
But
sir.
sister, thanks for highlighting this. I'm very appreciative of that because
All
we need
right.
to talk about this stuff.
Of
Big up
course.
yourself.
All right, man. Have a good one. All right. Some more. Somebody says, hey, he is a coward. People who doing crime don't send no threat. If he kill that woman, he be in jail, and the next man will visit him at the jail with his other woman. So he lose everything. He will lose everything. Stupid man. Never take care of a gutter rat. Man or woman, you're gonna live later and regret it. So I mean, ay, it's taking a while to download. All right, let's go with this one here. Hope it is his relation to this one.
Good morning. Crystal, the man, no brother. The man, no sister either. He's not a man, he's a beast.
You beast. You fool. How dare you tell a woman? You watched that woman walk down the aisle. You said, I do and I love you. And they turn around and tell her that I want to kill you. How dare you? Crystal girl, you don't know how man dirty. I totally understand that woman and it's not easy. I'm going through something similar. Reading some more comments coming in on the WhatsApp, man. My husband and I lived in my mother's house for years, and after I helped him reach the stars, he left me with my 2 children for a younger woman. I'm bill house fishy. But thank God I'm an independent woman. I got a job and I take care of my kids. And just so you know, police don't help. This law system is very messed up. No one knows how hard life can be for some woman. Why? Why must it be this hard? Just because you are born a woman? Why? The person finishes off by saying, but God mercies extends to us all. Keep your head, girlfriend. Here's another one. I'm a nice guy seeking a nice girl. Is it you? Is it you? Me this morning here. Somebody says, freight for what? Make a report again. And walk around, listen to another term, with your protection. Morning. All them bad things you saying about this man and you still saying he gentle? How you know he gentle? Oh boy. Story time. Another response. You know what is very disheartening? Is that when you start to talk about one woman's experience, you get a ton load more for other experience that are very similar. Story time. Another one. My ex came to my job and cursed me out, called me all kind of B-word. Told my whole workplace I was going around, snooping, sleeping around, and we were living together. I died of shame. But I needed the job, so I stayed. All this because he was doing the same he was accusing me of. And he had a problem with me working late as a waitress. And he would show up at my place after we broke up, checking to see if I had any other guys over. It was crazy. The lady needs to provide her proof to the authorities and they need to give her protection. Would be nice if she owned or learned to use something to protect herself. And you know what? This get me really irritated sometimes too. This is the reality of many women across in Vincent and the Grenadines. And the things that women need to protect themselves, illegal. Women being abused, verbally, physically. I would like to know how many cases have been reported of men threatening to take women's lives with the police. How many cases? But little things that women can have to protect themselves because we are vulnerable and they know that. Illegal. To this day, illegal.
morning, Extreme Family. Myra Man here.
Oh, this
This
is
is
my
what they
roman.
call waste man.
Mm.
Waste man. So what the authorities doing about the threat that he put to her life? What are they doing about that? What are they saying about that? And that's a big issue there. You threaten somebody, which means that you're premeditating how to go after that person to kill them. So that is a big problem right there.
Why she have to leave the country? Who paying for her to leave? He needs to grow up. His boss is also no good. I really can't tell you what I will do. I'm also wondering if the other woman who know what he is doing to that young lady, hope she knows what she is in for. Yeah, the other woman that he have now. I wonder if she knows what he's doing to that woman there. She had to know. You can't tell me you have a man and you ain't know that he running around looking for his woman the woman that he's going through a divorce with. You can't tell me that you never hear him talk bad about that woman there. Hello, what he does to another woman in front of you, he just will do it to you too. So if you feel because he vexed with you have him now. One day, it just might be you singing that same song. Another one. People are saying she needs to go away, but the question is, does she have the money? Does she have family overseas willing to help her out? I think the police need to get up off their behind and go look for him. And have a serious talk with him. Needs a good shake up. Chris, the woman has asked for court order and still get murdered. Look at what happened to the nurse lady at the school. Somebody says, is the call is serious? Has he been listening to this lady's story? Police and the courts not even stopping this guy. Does he think a stipulation on a divorce will? Things are different in the US. Another one. Is there any way I can talk? Alrighty, pin this one. We'll talk off air. Look, me girl pet. Crystal, for 5 years I'm single. Best of my life. Those bees too much now. And listen, the few that is good, those heads make them look bad. But I'll tell you the honest truth. Let them go. Especially you see the mama's boys, too bad for them. They are the biggest fools. I pray for them. And police can't find him. If it's drugs, they know how to find him though. He ain't answering the phone, go look for him. Good morning. If she's going through all the channels, and no help, she should invest in something. Yeah, I'll put 2 and 2 together after that. Let me get the responses from the Facebook Mother Walk. Real plenty. So we had to come back for part 2 on this one here. Somebody says on Facebook, he's a coward dog. Another one, St. Vincent is small. Women do not have the luxury to move to somewhere where no one knows you or hide out. Another one, see why women does lose their lives? So the court or the police can't do anything to help her? Here's another one. I can write a book about domestic violence that I faced. That's why I am so protective of my girls. Good morning, Anne. Some women just be too afraid to talk out. Another one. The police only show up when the man killed the woman. So sad. Another one. Some women are afraid to speak up due to the fact that they have no support or fear of retaliation, what he might do to her. Facts. Somebody says she needs to watch the movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez. Another one. Good morning. How does the police take care of the violence against women when they are abused themselves? All right. Too many innocent ladies are being killed here. It's time we jail people for their mouth. Mr. needs a lifetime for his mouth. I'm shouting it for the people in the back to hear. A ton of more of responses here. We'll get to them. We're working our way up the ladder. Okay? Take an ad break, and then we come right back. When we come back as well, we go live again on Facebook. But let's get in some music. Let's pay some bills and so on and so on and so forth. Keep them coming, man. Keep the stories coming as well. Let who are listening hear how bad it is for the people who are naive enough to think that it's all a bed of roses for women here. And when you hear one woman talk about her story of abuse, I know things great. These things don't happen plenty. Keep the stories coming. Let them hear how school really keeping here.